In this section, we're going to do what we did before, which was change the article content type to post. But instead of reverting our change immediately through the features interface, we're going to take a look at a couple other tools to look at those changes. First, we're going to use the Diff module in order to look at differences between the database and code using the Drupal user interface. And secondly, we're going to look at the differences using a Diff tool inside of Git by first adding our article module to our repository and then looking at the changes after we re-export our feature module. So first of all, let's go ahead and make the modification. So right now our code base for this component, which is in the articles module that we created, is synonymous with what's in the database. But let's change that by changing article here to post. I'm going to go ahead and save this content type. And then let's go ahead and go back to the features listings page by clicking on structure and then features. And we see our articles module here, and now it's overridden just like it was in our last video. But now let's go ahead and download the Diff module in order to look a little more carefully at the differences. So I'm going to open up a new tab in my browser, and I'm going to do a search in Google for Diff Drupal. I'm going to go ahead and click on the topmost result, and I'm going to scroll down to the download section, and I'm going to download the latest version for Drupal 7 here. I'm going to expand it at the same time I download it, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy the folder that it expanded into, and I'm going to paste it inside of my sites, all modules, and then contrib directory. Okay, now let's go ahead and install it. So I'm going to jump back to my site and go to the modules page, and I'm going to do a browser search for Diff. Okay, it's down here under other. I'm going to enable it and save the configuration. Now let's jump back to the features page by going to structure and then features. And let's click on this overridden again. Now we see what we saw before, which was that these two components are overridden, but now there's also a tab to review overrides. So let's go ahead and click that. And this is what the Diff module gives us. Now, if you've been following along with this series, then you've seen how to read a diff, and this structure is basically the same. On this left side, we have the default, which is what we currently have in code. And then on the right side, we have overrides, which is what's in the database. So on this side, we have a minus, and on this side, we have a plus, but it's for the same line, which means that the line has changed. So here we have the link title, which is article, and the link title here is post. So this is what changed automatically when we changed the name of the content type. And it looks like here's another section, and we have a minus and a plus here, and the name is article here, and the name here is post. So I'm guessing just from our change that this is the name of the content type, and all of this data here has to do with that content type. Now this can be really helpful in determining what the exact changes have been to our feature module, but it's still a little limited. For one, we don't know where this code lives, and secondly, we still can't make a change to an individual component. So if, for example, we made multiple changes to one of our components, say our content type, then we'd have to roll back everything or nothing. So we need a better way to, 1, review the changes, and 2, be able to modify those changes in code if we need to, in order to be more specific about the changes that we pull in.